Ladies and gentlemen, today is Cinco de Mayo, and I just got off work, about to head home. I was looking up some drinking deals today because I know it's an Americanized holiday. Everyone usually thinks, not everyone, a lot of people usually think that Cinco de Mayo is Mexico's Independence Day, but in actuality, it is not Mexico's Independence Day. Mexico's Independence Day actually falls on September 16th, for those who didn't know. So, here in America, we celebrate Cinco de Mayo much more than they do out in Mexico. I should know. I'm Mexican. But it all started, actually, Cinco de Mayo is known because of a famous battle that was won over France back in, I think it was 1862, Battle of the Puebla. Yeah, this is me giving you a little bit of history here on my motorcycle ride. That's pretty awesome, right? But yeah, it's I guess it was famous because France sent out like 6,000 troops to kind of teach Mexico a lesson for not paying their debts. And Mexico only had about a 2,000 man army, and I guess a lot of them were just kind of like just people. They didn't, like, it wasn't an official army of 2,000 people. It was just like, hey, there's 6,000 French coming at us, let's fight them. But yeah, so they beat out 6,000 French soldiers. I think the statistics were that only about 100 of the Mexican soldiers, of the 2,000 Mexican soldiers, actually died in that battle. And I can't remember the amount the amount of French that died in that battle, so you're gonna have to look that up on your own. Use Google. Stop using me. Use Google. I feel so used. It's always good to know a little bit of history, right? And you can impress people with it. I mean, maybe not if you're, trying to pick up a date at a bar. You're like, hey, yeah, the truth about Cinco de Mayo is not that it was Independence Day. I'm so smart. Yeah, not too sure how well that's gonna go for you, but you can give it a try. Tell them that you learned it from a woman on a motorcycle who wears a Batman helmet. Rides with one hand off of the steering. It's bad, don't do it. I get in trouble for it. I get in trouble for riding with one hand off. I feel like this person wants to come over. And it's kind of scaring me a little bit. that? They were so close. I think I almost got hit. At that point, I wish my camera was on the other side so you guys could have seen how close they came. I'm not sure if they were actually trying to move over though, or if they were just swerving a little bit. But anyways, yes, I get in trouble for taking my hand off of or writing with one hand. Well, I used to more so before. Not so much anymore. My girlfriend understands now. You get it, right? She sees other people, she's like, oh, did you get that from, did you pick up that habit from your other friends, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, it just happens naturally, I swear. It's just a thing, like, you're leaning forward, you know, when you're writing, and it's just comfortable to sit back. Put your hand on your thigh, on your leg, whatever, on your tank, wave it around. It becomes a habit. It just, first it happens naturally, then it just becomes a habit. I used to get in trouble for it. Not so much anymore. She understands. She sees other people doing it. Even cruisers do it. She said that she usually sees it in sport bike riders, but now she sees it in other people. I'm good. I'm too cute to get in trouble. At least to get in trouble for that long. It's a little windy outside. I'm getting pushed around a bit. Which reminds me, which side of the lane do you guys prefer to ride in? I have a tendency to ride on the right-hand side. I'm not too sure which one. I've heard a few different things about people, you know, they like to ride on the left because the driver's always there and they should always be looking at their side mirrors or whatever, and that way they can see you from the side and from the rear view mirror. But I mean, I don't know. I kind of like being on the right hand side right here, especially if I'm on the left lane, because then usually, you know, you have your little median partition, whatever you like to call them, right here. And that way, if I can see the person behind me is not stopping, I can just go right here in between these two cars, versus if I was on that side, there would be less space to go in between. It just seems a little dangerous to me. I guess it just depends. I go back and forth between the sides. And I can also see the traffic better on the right hand, if I'm on the right hand side, when I'm in the left hand lane. I can see what's ahead over there, see if I can switch lanes. But, I mean, to each their own. Jesus. I'm not sure if they actually tried to go into my lane, but I wasn't going to risk it. They put their signal on as soon as I was next to them, so I'm not about to die today. don't ride to die, I ride for justice. That woman. That should be my tagline. No? Not cool? Hey, if you guys can come up with a better one, throw it at me, alright? That's all I got for now. What the fuck, Lexus? Let's go. Here's that speedy Mazda 3. I think they're so fast. Heck, I think I'm really fast sometimes. I'm really not that fast. I'm just fast when I'm taking off. Other than that, not so fast. I try to be careful. I try to be adventurously careful. I like my adrenaline rush, so I gotta, you know, put in my speed, but I try to be aware. I always look in my mirror to see if this car behind me is stopping or not. And I always keep it in first gear when I stop until I feel it is safe to put it in neutral. Like right now I'm gonna probably put it in neutral because there's the yellow light, all this stuff. But there's still always a chance that the person behind you can hit you from behind, so it's a very common practice to be in neutral at a stoplight. I'm not a fan of it. I do it anyway because it is more comfortable, but I'm not too sure how I feel about comfort being your primary reason for doing things. That usually gets you in trouble or gets you killed. Or injured. I mean, I exaggerate with, you know, getting killed. I mean, yeah, it could happen, but yes, it gets you hurt, in trouble, killed, etc., etc. Hitting the freeway now. See you later.